Okay, so I've repositioned this, took it off the carving screw, the limb or whatever. I can look at this a little more head on. Maybe keep it from getting too crooked. Because right now it does have some crookedness to it. Just narrowing up the nose of the bridge. I'm going to cut the nose in a little bit more, hoping that it doesn't bust the end of the nose off at least. Oh, I started moving inside, so some of my stuff is in an air-conditioned building. And then this is still out here in the shop. So I've been doing that a lot lately. That's been taking up some time, and I had a trailer full of carving wood that I had to get unloaded finally after years. And it was Catawba, and got it unloaded yesterday. So that took a lot of time and energy. Kind of scary right now to take this back as much as I know it's going to be, but may as well go ahead and do it. Kind of scary at this point. I usually wait further down the road to get it that angular, but man, I just got to get a little shape to it where I can see what's going on. It's just a tad more red showing right there. Man, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to go pretty deep to get into that. And I'm gonna check my eye proportion. Man, I gotta work on this just a little bit. I'll put a line in here. Something's out of whack. Let me figure this out and get back. Okay, here's where I'm at right now on this thing. There's the chin, the nose, brow line, and the hairline will be up here, and then the top of the head. Forehead goes in on these marks, and this is the mark of the face where it's going to be, and over there it's just about cut down to where it is. There's the profile right now. Still work to do on all that, and but I'm fixing to push this back. Right now I'm at the point I don't know what to do. This is, I'm going to work this back. The forehead, that's going to need a lot of work. But right now, I think my best bet is to work the neck area down here, push this back a little bit, and figure out where the hair is going to go. And I'm going to mark that up, and then we'll get to carving it. I'll put it back on the carving screw. Okay, this is the way it looks right now, obviously. And just push this back a little bit. Get over on this side. And I don't know if y'all can see it, but I've got a little bad spot in my chisel. I'm going to have to work on it. Try to get it to go back on both sides equally. That'll make a pretty good point for a Adam's apple right there. Let's see if I can keep that in place. Trying to make the neck good and round here. Does give me some hope that there's some more of that red showing. Got a little bit of the red up here. I've yet really decide on what I'm going to do for a headdress, or if it's going to have a headdress. At first I thought I knew it was, and now I don't know. But I've got to cut some back here, because the headdress or not, headdress or just hair, it'll go back to here, maybe a little farther back. Some of this is carving to just start out with the general design idea, and then as I carve it, different things come to light. Like this over here has got more material than this, so this could be hair or wrap, or I could cut it off, and I honestly don't know just what I'm going to do right there yet. So I'll stick with this big gouge. And get a smaller but still big gouge, this old 14 number 11. Get over here just a little bit. on the house in there, I'm working on a rough out, making a rough out of a caricature cowboy. And I'm going to go in there and work on that whenever I get through with what I'm doing here. And I don't even know what I'm doing here. Still making decisions. And there's stuff that just got to come back for me to make some more decisions. And how hot is it? It's hot enough to leave those sweat stains. So I don't know how hot that has to be, but that's how hot it is. I know I'm going to have to work with these cracks in and around these cracks, and like this one here runs all down here. And when I can incorporate that into it, I will, and when I can, I just have to work around it. Just sometimes doing this works, sometimes carving the other way works better. Sometimes it just messes up. I think this has got enough good wood on it. I think it'll be fine. Carve up this way, you save the wood that's going next to the face, but it tends to rip the tear out on the top, this top part. Do it the other way, and of course the opposite happens. So I'm going to take this down and look at it, and I'm going to do some work up in here, getting away some big chunks of wood. So I'm going to lay it down and do that. Then I'll put it back after this. Then kind of monotonous, just the same thing over and over.